Things you don't know about Donnie Yen Ji-dan is a Hong Kong Chinese actor, martial artist, film director, producer, action choreographer, stuntman, and multiple-time World Wushu tournament champion. Yen is one of Hong Kong's top action stars. Yen has displayed skill in an array of martial arts, being well-versed in Tai Chi, boxing, kickboxing, Jeet, Hapkido, Taekwondo, karate, Muay, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Wing Chun, and Wushu. One of the most popular film star in Asia of the early 2000s, Yen is consistently one of the highest paid actors in Asia. Yen earned 220 million Hong Kong dollar, 28.4 million US dollar from 4 films and 6 advertisements in 2013. Yen is credited by many for contributing to the popularization of Wing Chun in China. He played Wing Chun grandmaster Ip Man in the 2008 film Ip Man, which was a box office success. This has led to an increase in the number of people taking up Wing Chun, leading to hundreds of new Wing Chun schools being opened up in mainland China and other parts of Asia. Ip Chun, the eldest son of Ip Man, even mentioned that he is grateful to Yen for making his family art popular and allowing his father's legacy to be remembered. He has also gained international recognition for playing Chirrut Îmwe in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story 2016, and Xiang in XXX Return of Xander Cage 2017. Number 1. His movie followed closely with that of Bruce Lee. In addition to being an actor, he is also a film director, producer, and action choreographer. For those who have seen Bruce Lee enter the Dragon from the 1970s, Lee was heavily involved in choreographing the fight scene. Yen's influence can be seen in the vast majority of his movies, but where Yen differs from Lee is that he is very interested in collaborating with others who make martial artist movies, teaming up with Jet Li and Michelle Wu to add to his list of career accomplishments. Number 2. Yen is a multiple Wushu champion. Wushu is a Chinese martial arts competition that judges not only sparring ability but also form and style. There is a very strict set of judging rules combatants must adhere to. Contestants may mix martial arts styles. Yen is a very big fan of MMA and he had his own system in place during the competition. Number 3. Yen's Wing Chun style was not the first martial art he learned. If you have seen Yen in his most popular movies, you will see a very pure form of Wing Chun. The martial art focuses on compactness of movement and being adaptable to almost every type of combat situation. But Yen, like Lee, believes that a combination of various martial arts into a personalized system is the best approach. He only learned Wing Chun after being offered the opportunity to star in the Ip Man movie. Ip Man was the teacher of Bruce Lee, and Ip Man's son would teach him the martial arts form. He is an MMA fan. Yen's martial arts journey may have started from an Eastern tradition with Tai Chi and Taekwondo, but he describes himself as a mixed martial artist and was exposed to the MMA scene during his visit to the US in 2000 to 2003. His films in Asia after he returned display what he learned from it, in particular as film, Shuffle Lang and Flashpoint. He believes that combining many martial arts together produces the most effective and harmonious style, and has been mentioned that he would have competed in the UFC were it not for a recurring shoulder injury. Number 4. Yen and Jet Li have close friendship and working relationship. While in the US, Yen became interested in free sparring after watching Bruce Lee, but Yen's mother was not happy with him getting involved in the practice, so she sent Yen to Beijing Shichahai Sports School in 1978 to train with the Beijing Wushu team. Later, Jet Li Yen Ji joined the school, and both Yen and Lee learned under the renowned trainer Wing. Yen achieved a 6th degree black belt in Taekwondo at the school. Yen and Lee found themselves fighting together in Yen's his breakthrough movie, Once Upon a Time in China 2, which was released in 1992. Yen and Lee would later pair up in Hero, and Yen's considerable arsenal of acting talent was noticed by Hollywood, as the film was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film at the 2003 Academy Awards ceremony. Number 5. He considers the original Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon to be a masterpiece. Though Yen accepted the offer to star in the sequel, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny, teaming up with Michelle Yeoh of the original movie. He is quoted as saying his hesitancy about accepting the leading for the sequel was inferred because that the first film is already such a classic. I am afraid of the pressure that the original cannot be surpassed. Number 6. He had made it a point to change his nationality back to Chinese. Born in Guangzhou, China on July 27, 1963, Yen immigrated to the United States with his family at the age of 11 and gained US citizenship. But he changed his nationality back to Chinese Hong Kong in 2009. Since I was very young, I have known there is Chinese blood flowing in my body. He once explained, I need a sense of belonging. I am now a 100% Chinese. Number 7. Yen's mother is also a martial arts master. Yen's mother, Bose Mark, is a famous martial arts grandmaster specializing in Tai Chi and Fu style Wing Chun. She won a gold medal at the first international tournament of Tai Chi in Wuhan City in 1984. Mark founded the Chinese Wushu Research Institute in 1976. She used to teach Chinese Wushu at Boston University and Harvard University. Yen began learning martial arts from his mother at a young age. His red-tasseled spear skills shown in the film Hero 2002 were taught by his mother. Mother's students are all over the world. I always regard my mother as my idol and she is also my pride, Yen said in an interview. Number 8. Yen is a pianist. Yen is also skilled in playing the piano. I am happy to let the audience know Zhang Yan can not only fight fiercely but also play Chopin. He once said Yen's father Clester Yen is a violinist and also good at playing the Ihu, a two-string Chinese fiddle. Influenced by his father, the young Yen played the piano from a very young age and eventually got to grade 8 in the AVRSM piano exam. In Legend of the Fist, The Return of Shenzhen 2010, Yen plays the piano pitch the international in front of Japanese invaders in a Chinese nightclub. Yen also played piano accompaniment for the Chinese version of the official theme song to Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, in which he played one of the main characters. At the 20th anniversary celebration of Hong Kong's return to China in 2017, Yen played the piano pitch Yellow River with pianist Lang Lang. He remembers how his parents drove him to excel as a child, often painfully. If I did not practice the piano, my dad would hit me with a stick when he came back home. He said, if I did not practice martial arts, my mother would also hit me with a wooden stick. Number 9. He can also dance. Yen danced breakdance and Latin. Yen first showed his dancing skill in his early film Mismatched Couples 1985, when his character starts a breakdance competition with his love rival. Yen also dances the rumba with Shuki in Legend of the Fist: The Return of Shenzhen. In Ip Chun 2015, Yen dances cha-cha with Lin Zhuang Dailin, who plays Ip's wife. He once revealed in an interview that he signed up for 10 Latin dance lessons to help, says his now wife Cecilia Wang Shishi, but it only took 3 lessons to win her love. Both of them rushed to get married in Toronto, Canada, paying no heed to the remaining 7 lessons. Yen loves wearing sunglasses. Yen is a collector of sunglasses. He is seen with his sunglasses in films such as Legend of the Fist: The Return of Shenzhen, Chasing the Dragon 2017, Triple X, Return the Xander Cage 2017, and Big Brother 2018. When he was a child, Yen imitated his idol Bruce Lee in wearing sunglasses. I went to school wearing the same clothes and sunglasses as Bruce Lee. Everyone knew I could do martial arts, so they didn't bully me, he said, explaining that Chinese students in the United States were discriminated discriminated against and were frequent victims of school violence. Yen even designed a series of limited edition sunglasses called Donnie Yen in 2018, cooperating with sunglasses brand Jufaster and Crocher brand on Oratubu. Number 11. Yen has written an autobiography. Yen used to write a column for Hong Kong's East Week magazine. In 2010, all those pieces were collected into an autobiography called Ask a Loyal Heart, detailing his experiences from childhood and friendship to romance. Through his book, fans may find a different side of Yen. Number 12. Yen injured himself when playing Crippled Who. Yen needed surgery after playing the legendary criminal Crippled Who in Chasing the Dragon. After years of filming martial arts films, the actor's toys had developed a number of problems. When playing Crippled Who, he did a scene where he limped along a road, pressing his toys hard into the ground. He ended up severely aggravating his old toy injuries. After filming, he had to have surgery and use crutches for 4 months. Number 13. Yen only had 100 Hong Kong dollar at his poorest time. Yen was not always financially secure. Because of a lack of sponsorship, he spent all his savings on Ballistic Case 1998, his own directorial effort. He didn't expect the film to perform so poorly at the box office. At that time, there was 100 Hong Kong dollar in my pocket. Yen said, I opened at a lunchbox crouched in the roadside, so the producer would treat me with a meal. Number 14. Yen loves horses. Together with Carson Choi Carson, Yen bought a horse called Bad Boy in 2016. Born in Australia, Bad Boy owns sheep races for trainer John Moore in 2016. Yen has been the ambassador for the BMW Hong Kong Derby 7 times and has even considered being a jockey. He has ridden horses in many films such as 14 Valets 2014, Iceman 2014 and Chasing the Dragon. In Disney's live-action version of Mulan, he will also ride a horse in his role as Commander Tung, Mulan's teacher. Number 15. He is the brand ambassador for Resort World Sentosa. He might be the ambassador for Wing Chun in the movies, but in real life he is the official ambassador for RWS along with his wife Cecilia Wang. Number 16. He does not want his children to be in the spotlight. Despite the fact that Donnie Yen and his wife are celebrities, he does not want his children to enter the industry and stated that studies are more important. Number 17. He has faced off with the mafia before. There are various accounts of Donnie Yen scaring away and fighting gangs during filming as they were trying to extort money from the producing company. A few news reports from Hong Kong in the late 19th tell of an incident where Yen and his girlfriend at the time, Josie Meng, were at a nightclub. A gang had taken interest in Josie and persisted even after Yen warned them off. When they left the club, the gang followed and attacked Yen, forcing him to defend himself. Reports say he put 8 men into the hospital. It's an incident still being discussed in Hong Kong. Whenever the subject turns to real fights and comparing the skills of Hong Kong martial arts. Number 18. He accidentally kicked Mike Tyson in the crotch. You can witness this scene in Ip Man 3. Reportedly, Tyson did not even feel any pain and Donnie Yen even joked that perhaps Tyson is trained to do so. Number 19. His movie Ip Man beat Star Wars at the box office. The movie kicked Star Wars, The Force Awakens, of the top position a week after the latter was released. On Christmas Day, it set the record as highest grossing Chinese movie in the single day in Singapore. 20. Major Bruce Lee fan. While Yen has been widely lauded for his turn as the famous martial artist Ip Man, he has also been very vocal about his admiration for Bruce Lee. Having another opportunity to align himself with the greats, he starred in the 1995 TV adaptation of Lee's 1972 film Fist of Fury. Number 21. Debuts with the Grandmaster. During the making of the first Ip Man 2008 film, disputes arose between the producers and Wong's team over the name of the movie. Wong's take on the life of Ip Man was entitled The Grandmaster 2013 and starred Donnie Yen, taking a more philosophical look at martial art of the 1930s. While there may at one point have been some tension, Ip Man starring Donnie Yen and Wong's film both went on to receive critical acclaim, each successful in their own right. Number 22. A silver screen gangster. Donnie Yen also all but confirmed that he is set to star in a big screen version of the cult classic Hong Kong-based gangster game Sleeping Dog, which gained a huge fan base around the world after being released in 2012. In February last year, Yen posted a picture of himself in costume for the film with the caption, "Sometimes great things take a bit of time. Sleeping Dog is in motion. You guys ready for this?" Number 23. Personal life. Yen met his first wife and Hong Kong advertising executive Leng Jing-chi in 1990. The couple began dating in 1993. After 3 years of dating, they married secretly in the United States in November 1996. The marriage ended in less than a year. After their divorce was finalized, Leng realized that she was pregnant with their son Jeff, who was born in 1995. Yen later married former beauty queen Ciji Wang after 3 months of dating. The couple have 2 children, Jasmine and James. Yen has stated that he is a big fan of the MMA organization Ultimate Fighting Championship and has watched almost every UFC event available. In various interviews, he has mentioned that he would have loved to compete in the Ultimate Fighting Championship if he did not have a recurring shoulder injury. Number 24. Philanthropic work. In 2012, Donnie Yen and his wife Ciji Wang co-founded Go Asia, an online charity platform encouraging people to participate in charity work and serve local communities. In October 2014, Donnie Yen was invited to be a guest speaker in front of a crowd of 20,000 youth for Wide Vancouver, where he spoke about the hardships he faced growing up and how he overcome difficulties to become the reigning martial arts star. In 2015, Yen visited refugee camp in Thailand, bringing donations and gifts for the refugees. Yen is also an ambassador for the international charity Save the Children. In December 2015, Yen established a charitable fund, Yen's Honor Protection Fund, with the purpose of empowering celebrities to use the law to defend their honor and reputation. Yen said the fund seeks to assist and render help to everyone who needs it, most importantly to heal and repair the hurts and dignities with which have been affected. This fund was established after Yen won a lawsuit against Gang Guigo, aka Chanving, who defamed Yen and hired netizens to threaten Yen's family. In February 2020, in light of the coronavirus pandemic in China and the rest of the world, Donnie Yen stepped in to donate 1 million Hong Kong dollars to frontline medical workers in Wuhan. He also produced and dedicated a short clip to thank all medical workers in China in their fight against the coronavirus. The clip was uploaded on Chinese social media site Weibo, where Yen has over 11 million followers. He also donated a painting done by himself and his 2 children to the frontline medical workers. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button below, and please don't forget to share this video with your friends.